Now that you've seen the preparatory steps or where things are, I'll just open the box that's related to the water clean out. So I've already included gloves that you should wear when dealing with sewage. And then this clear thing is that screws onto the dumping hose, is actually to let you see what's coming out and know when it's all done. I'll show you how to use these things. You will not be needing this orange water pipe. That's for me to do a maintenance on the holding tank when needed. But so you will not be using that. So all you would need is to get the gloves on and then use this plastic piece in the end, and I'll show you how to do that. I'm going to do a quick video on how to dump the gray water and black water. Before I get into the actual method of doing that, I'm going to show you where everything is that you will need for this exercise. So in here on the right hand side of the unit, I keep all the supplies that you might need. So as you see inside, you see 3 boxes. One of them is for the clean water, the other one is electricity related, and the third one is for dumping. So we'll get that box out. I won't show that in the video, but I'll get the box out for you. So but that's where it's going to be. The second thing that you would want to know or need to know is where the actual outlet is from which you dump the sewer and fresh water in tanks. So this is where that's going to be connected. So if you notice, there's 2 signs here. One says the gray tank and the other one says wastewater holding tank. So the wastewater holding tank is the black tank, and this corresponds to the lever that you see in the bottom. So the right hand side is the black water, and then the left hand side lever is the gray water. And the way this sequence is going to work, and I'll explain this in the video, is you always want to dump the holding water, wastewater, which is the black water first, and then close that valve, and then open up the gray tank, which is the clean water coming from the shower as well as the kitchen sink. So that's something to remember. The last thing that you would need to know for this step is where I store the actual hose that's used for dumping water. So it's in this back box tray that's there in the back of the camper. So you open this and you see this pipe sticking out. So you will be using this pipe for dumping the water. I'll show you the how to do all of these steps in the next video or the next steps, but that's what you would need to know in terms of getting ready for dumping. Before I get started on exactly how to dump, I'm going to show you the various things that need to come together and how they come together. So the first step is to connect the pipe that's going to be dumping it with this plastic unit. Again, it's pretty obvious, there's notches in here that it goes around, you twist it and it secures in here. The next step is to put this end in here, and that's the drainage or where the sewer is for this campsite. So you put that in, and the other side, which is this, it couples into the outlet that we showed before. I'll take this over there so you can see that as well. So now that you've connected the other end of the dumping side on with the plastic piece, now you take this other side, open the cap here, and just like you saw, you just twist it on so that it's connected on both sides. So now you can see the entire setup. You have the sewer dump connected with the plastic L bracket, and then on the other side you have the male coupling that's holding on to the actual dumping thing. So as I was mentioning before, you always start with the wastewater holding tank, which is the black water in this particular case. So it's the right lever on this side that you can see me pull. So again, pull it straight down, not at an angle, so that it doesn't break. So now you're seeing all the sewer water coming through, and the reason why it's colored, and you can see that color, is because there's a tablet that I use to make sure there's no smell inside the camper at any given point. So that's what helps break down all the natural matter and making sure that the clean out happens really easily and smoothly. So as you can see, the flow has reduced already. It's almost done, and what I usually like to do is to just shake the the tube, so that anything that's left in the tube also flows through the front. So that's the end of it, and of the dumping of the black water. So again, just like we pull this lever straight, we're going to push it back in straight, just the same way. And then now it's time to pull the gray water tank, which is the next one that we're going to dump. This is the water from your bathroom and from your shower. So again, this is just to clean out the water and making sure that the pipes are also cleaned. Again, one thing to remember is always shut off the wastewater holding or the black water lever first before you pull the clean water or the gray water out, because you don't want contamination coming from the black water going back into the gray. So that's it, folks. Once you're done with dumping out, as you can see, the water flow has reduced, just like we did for the black water. I'm going to shake the pipe and the tube so that anything that's remaining in the tube is also cleaned out, or it is also dumped out. And now that I've done with that, I'm going to go through the last step of this process, which is to shut this down. Again, remember to push it straight, not at an angle. And once it's in, that's the entirety of how you dump the water. All you need to do now is disconnect this tube, and you should be able to put that away. And folks, this is how you, again, I show you how to assemble this tube. I'm just going to disassemble it. You can see the reverse order and putting it away. So we'll watch that as well really quick. So before I dump, or before I put this away, I usually like to wash the tube on the inside just to make sure anything that's remaining is gone. Again, don't touch the water source itself. Just keep it away and wash this nicely so that the tube is also cleaned out. I'm going to do the same thing with the L bracket as well. Again, don't touch the source of the water, just clean out what you have. Now that I'm done cleaning it up, I'm going to put this away. So again, this goes inside the box, and this tube itself goes into the back of the camper. As you saw, when I was putting it away, I pushed the tube inside that square holding tank, but also there's a clip that you saw me put on, which is important so that the tube doesn't fall out. So you take this pin, stick it in here, and then once the pin is in with the door closed, it's not going anywhere. Thanks, folks. Hopefully this was helpful. Thanks for checking out Wanderfleet. We rent campers, RVs, cars, and motorcycles for trips with friends and family. If you found this video helpful, hit the like and subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video. And if you know someone who might find this video useful, please share it with them. Thanks for watching.